Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Trill here on the ASS Family Channel. I'm here with the one and only, the legend.
Mom.
We got the 10 Superman. Shout out Jamari. We got the most delusional streamer now.
Superman.
If y'all been on the internet and you in the streaming culture, you may know this this guy on the screen. His name is Hassan Piker. He is a socialist, a political streamer, you could say.
Oh, okay. Let's
but
see what he's talking
we're
about.
not really focusing on the political side of this around here. Today, we're focusing on his main point is that streaming.
Well, let's see.
His point, I'm just gonna give you the main point so you could go into this already kind of having a little bit of background information. His point that he was making in his take, and you'll probably see it a little bit more and get a little bit more context, was that streaming in terms of like a social battery is more draining. As again, social battery, right? Which means like talking and interacting with people is more draining than an actual 9-to-5 job.
Okay. Well,
Now, Mom, initially, how do you feel about that statement? Would you say you agree with that?
no.
I would also agree and say I wouldn't. And I want y'all to be real because a lot of people are like just straight. A lot of people just hate this guy. And honestly, I can't blame them for real. I don't exactly hate him, but I don't like his takes either. They're pretty trash in my opinion. But I'm a realist, so I like to see both sides and all that. And which is like, okay, he said in terms of social battery, but it's just not when you see all the stuff in that it's probably gonna be mentioned. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
well,
gonna be
let's see.
looking a lot of hypocritical.
Okay.
A lot. So again, shout out Jamari for the vid. Obviously, please go subscribe to him and all that. The original video is gonna be down in the description below as always, and let's get right into it. Let's do it.
So there is this streamer out there named Hassan. I'm sure many of you know who he is. Some of you probably like him. Others might hate him. Like many political figures online,
Destiny.
he is polarizing. You see, Hassan has been around this internet game for quite some time, and over the years he has become increasingly more progressive with his views. And at this point I would describe
This is
him
all the
as
same
basically
person I just
alt-left.
showed?
Like
Wow.
even Ethan Klein, who has become very much a leftist,
you know him.
couldn't deal with his nonsense.
No, I don't remember
Actually,
that.
you know what?
They do for the Bill Burr video.
Oh.
They do.
Okay.
Listen to Hassan. People say, I need to go listen to Hassan. This is bullshit. Please, go listen to Hassan.
And over the past couple of days, Hassan has now been going viral on Twitter after he made the take that streaming is harder.
So read this right here. Read this
Where?
out loud for
Okay.
everyone.
Millionaire streamer Hassan Piker claims that a real job doesn't suck the soul out of you in the same way that streaming absolutely will.
Okay. Now you've read the direct words. He's gonna say it in this clip too. You know, let's have Hassan say it too, so you can
Okay.
get the wit and the tone and John he's saying it too. Let's really peep game on that.
Than any other job, at least from a social battery draining standpoint.
Like I said in the beginning.
A real job can be gruesome. A real job can make you very tired. But a real job doesn't suck the soul out of you. You know what I mean? In the same way that 9 hours of streaming absolutely will.
Now just off the
So you've heard him say it out of his mouth. How do you feel about that?
He need to go get a job.
It is so. I'm so glad you said that because apparently he did have a job in sales, which
Wow,
is very
that's hard. That's worse. That's
yeah. No,
wow.
it is.
That's a mental strain. You emotional. You trying to get people to buy stuff, they hang up on you, or they don't want to buy it, they ain't got no money, you cost too much, or get out of here, and
He still did the job, but let's go ahead and ask how long he did it.
what, a day?
He might have been a couple months.
Oh, okay. All right,
He's been on the internet for years. This fool has basically never really worked a job.
yeah, he don't know.
It gets ridiculous online. I'm not gonna lie, it be getting ridiculous online. No cap.
Let's see.
bat, I find his take to be not only very privileged, but also just not based in reality. And with this being Hassan, and so many people disliking him, anytime he gives people this type of
Oh
ammo
yeah.
with just
Let's also mention the guy that just said this is wearing a Rolex hat.
Okay.
By the way.
a stupid take, it's essentially like that scene from SpongeBob where it's like, how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? You know, everyone gets their turn with the beating stick, and they're essentially just passing this guy around, completely trashing him. Now, in response to that clip going viral, this is what Hassan had to say. It is wild how this completely out of context clip made its way to Twitter so fast. I was talking about how much a 9-hour stream eats away at my social battery, and how I can't socialize after. Comparing it to my sales job before, I recognize how fortunate I am every day.
Okay.
And he also posted this longer clip that I guess is supposed to provide some sort of context.
Social battery wise, unless you're in retail, it's very different. You're out of touch. I'm gonna die, dude. There's motherfuckers who are accountants in here and they're misunderstanding what I'm saying. A real job does not expend your social battery in the same fucking way as someone who did a sales job, a real job, okay? I'm telling you, as someone who did both,
For a couple months.
like 9 hours of constant performance and people pleasing taps you out from social scenarios. After 9 hours of that, I could probably fucking physical labor. It would not bother me, but I can't do more social shit. That's my point.
I mean, to me,
There's no
Okay,
point.
great. That's excellent. Now, Mom, as an educator, someone who goes to work every day, someone who wakes up at 4 a.m. every single day, right? He's sitting at his computer streaming. Granted, I won't say it's the easiest thing ever because having a consistent audience and making good content, which he primarily doesn't, by the way, I would say that's at least a little bit easier, right? Streaming than what you're doing,
it is easier.
trying to educate the youth, which
Yeah.
we're dealing with Gen Alpha, by the way. And also, well, no, she teaches Gen Alpha. They're all Gen Alpha, but like, yeah. So we're Gen Alpha, by the way. His streaming for 9 hours, which is a choice, by the way, which is a choice because I do, and this is the one thing. If you really are watching this video, I need y'all to peep game with Hassan. He is pretending like, yo, if he takes a break or something like that from streaming, he's gonna fall off and make no more money ever again. I don't understand why he's thinking this in his head. Yo, he has an established fan base. He has, like, in his stream, like 20,000 people concurrently. 20.
Let's see what this guy say that.
Oh,
The guy-
this is Willie Mack show.
Okay.
Hold on,
And
unscrew it
future
there.
workers walking into his fifth bedroom in his $3 million mansion.
The socialist, by the way. The guy the guy that's anti-capitalism, by the way. $3 million mansion. I also mentioned that. But my thing is like, yo, Hassan, like, no one's forcing you to stream 9 hours a day.
No.
No one is forcing you to respond to every person in your comment section when they say something that you don't agree with. No one
That's
is
his
forcing you
fault.
to do this. This is why I don't understand. Like, yo, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not trying to take over Mom John. I really just want Mom perspective because I tell y'all all the time I'm talentless and jobless, bro. So I can't. I'm basically in his same boat. Not really, though, because I wouldn't say anything as dumb as this. I know everyone that works a real job is working harder than me. I will tell you that straight up, and I know that. Like, I'm not an idiot. Like, you feel me? So I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's all well and good, right? But my thing is this as well. What does he mean in a social standard? Because even if I did stream 9 hours, right, and was tired after it, what am I just going to not talk to my peoples? I'm just going, nah, forget y'all. I don't like y'all. I don't want to social. That's not the third. I can understand if you're tired, but what is he talking about in the terms of like, oh, I just don't want to, it's draining socially. Who is telling you to respond to these people? It's you and your ego, is it not? Because you're choosing to acknowledge what they're saying and getting tight. Who is forcing him to stream 9 hours a day, Mom?
No one.
He chooses to sit there and basically do what we do, by the way. Just react to videos. He doesn't make any OC. None. At least I could say in my defense, we have some original content. Primarily it's reaction. I'll keep that a stack. I won't lie. But we make OC. He makes none. Zip. Nada. Zero OC. Right? So he's sitting there watching YouTube videos, saying all this other John, going on Twitter, reading articles, and John, it's socially draining. Okay, fine. With your chat. What about your job is that hard, though? Because I don't stream. We don't stream. But as far as I'm concerned, me, Hassan, Jamari, and us, we just sitting at computers and chilling. And I'm pretty sure Jamari's going to mention it. There's people that got like real jobs. They work out in the fields and John. Would I rather be sitting here right now talking about this idiot? Or would I rather be out there? Like, what is he chatting about? This is what I'm trying to figure out. So acknowledging all that, Mom, all this information, how do you really, really feel about this now?
Like what? He's crazy. I'm not listening to that.
Precisely. Onward.
Text here makes him look even more out of touch. Like, obviously, every single job is going to have its pros and cons. Like, for me, my job can be kind of the opposite. My job can be very socially isolating. Sometimes
I would
can
agree
go
with him.
all day without really talking to anyone. You gotta spend a lot of time on the computer. But I also understand that that's pretty much the way it goes for any job where you have to work at home. And I'm also not gonna sit here and say, oh, my job is so much harder than someone else's because it is socially isolating. And also, let's be honest, you're not performing for 9 hours, dude. I mean, most of this guy's job is just watching YouTube videos and giving his political take. Like, half the time, I'm pretty sure this guy isn't even in the room, okay? The video's just playing, and he goes off.
This is quite literally, this right here is quite literally stealing content. Like in all definition. Like, this is stealing content. And I understand I talk about it all the time with you. There's a thing with reaction, and you gotta obviously say something. You can't just be sitting there and not say nothing. Mom, he's not here. Look, what about this? Him not, because it's socially draining because he has to respond to people in chat, right? Or whatever. These are the people he's talking to online, socially. He's not in front of the camera. He's not reading chat. He's not doing anything original. What about this? And this is hard. Tell me. Explain to me right now. Somebody go ahead and explain it. I would love to. And I ain't gonna lie, I would love to debate this with some of y'all in the comments, because I know some of y'all gonna probably defend, bro. Which is reasonable. Everybody got their own subjective opinion on all that. But nah, I will debate this to death. I will debate this to death.
All right.
I don't care. It will really get taken there. Because I don't care what he says. His John is in no shape, way, or form, whether it be socially, physically, mentally. It's not more difficult than any real job. I don't care what he says.
Off to do whatever the fuck he wants.
There are obviously real jobs out there that are good comparisons. Service sector, people-pleasing jobs would be very similar. Those are, like, I think, customer service type shit. But, like, if you're an accountant, or if you're even, like, in sales, my interactions with clients was limited, way more limited than, like, constantly having to do this for 9 hours with, like, a back and forth interaction.
He keeps saying having. He doesn't have to do this for 9 hours. I don't know why he keeps demanding, like, again, Hassan, you are basically, like, Twitch's top political streamer. No, he literally is. You are not gonna fall off. You can only stream like 2-3 hours if you want to, bro. Who is telling you to sit here for half the day? You. So it's your fault if you feel socially drained. Just because, oh my God. Just because you want to sit at your computer and watch YouTube all freaking day, you know what I mean, does not mean it's more draining than any other career on this planet. What is he talking about? Like, yo, it's really crazy, bro. It's really wild.
For 9 hours. That's what like sucks your social battery, and you just tap out.
They keep rewinding because it keeps
You
saying
know,
the
I
same
would love
thing
to
over.
see
Yeah, it's
Hassan
going
try
over the
and do
clip.
Yeah, it keeps saying the
door-to-door
same thing
sales,
over.
or maybe some sort of cold calling, and see how
Me too.
fast that type of job would suck the soul out of him.
I'd give him a day.
Pause. I mean, at the end of the day, dude, you are a millionaire sitting in a mansion reacting to YouTube videos, farming millions of dollars from your audience. And obviously, with this being Hassan, people began to make the typical arguments that they're going to say against him because he does present himself as a socialist online. They say Hassan Piker taking a private jet to Coachella because he's a principled anti-capitalist. And that's always kind of been a talking point against this guy because he does live in a mansion, he drives several fancy cars, he's out here apparently taking private flights, and what they're essentially saying is, yeah, dude, you hate on capitalism all the time, you act like you're some big socialist, but then in your free time, you choose to indulge in capitalism as much as you can. My guy Mudahar comes...
Which is true. And you know what? On the tiny sliver, I'll be on Hassan's defense. He technically, he got himself in the position he's in. He's rich. He's got a lot of money. And of course you want to obviously use that money, splurge out, you know what I'm saying? Get the spoils for that work that you put in. But gang, please do not tell me as a millionaire in a $3 million crib, supercars and all that, that anything, especially with streaming, is more draining than a real job. Please, let's not do that. Let's not do that. People are dead struggling. Like, dead struggling. You're not even close to struggling. You probably will never be for the rest of your life. Like, yo, I understand, like, yo, he can enjoy his spoils, but bruh, can you not say the most hypocritical dumb John ever? Like, can we stop doing that? Like, let's really lock in, you know what I'm saying? And that just proves to see how out of touch he is with at least, middle class, lower class people. I guess that's how you want to describe it. He's very out of touch, bruh. Come on, we know this.
comes in with his take where he says, streaming is by far the easiest, most privileged jobs one can have. If you're successful, the rewards far outweigh any of the negatives.
Shout out Mudahar.
Facts. Compare it to any service job, cybersecurity or nursing, you'll find something actually exhausting. And now this guy
Correct.
comes in with his take about Mudahar's take where he says, fuck it, I'm doing bad faith arguments. Give a nurse or a cybersecurity expert a camera and tell them to talk about politics in front of 20,000 people for 9 hours a day, every day for a year, and see how long they can go before they quit from harassment or lose viewership because they suck.
So, you read this. Let's get. I'll let you go first. What do you gotta
I
say
don't have
about that
anything
one?
to say because it just keeps saying, he keeps saying that 9 hours. Okay. I don't have no comment
Well,
to
I
say
do.
because
All right, bad faith argument. Let's go line by line. Give a nurse or a cybersecurity expert a camera and tell them to talk about politics in front of 20K people for 9 hours. Okay. Well, first of all, they're not interested in the subject of politics. At least from what their careers paths are. He already said it's bad faith, but not only is it bad faith, it's just a dumb argument in itself, right? So let's really keep going. Tell them to talk about politics in front of 20K people for 9 hours a day, right? Cool. So initially starting the stream, well, I'm saying, okay, let's just say I'm pretty sure he means like if they swap positions, right?
yeah.
Again, like I said, they're not interested in politics, so they're not going to be able to talk about politics for even that much. Let's see, 9 hours a day. This is, again, a choice. Hassan wants to stream 9 hours a day. If he feels socially drained, that is his fault.
Okay.
Next, let's see, every day for a year and see how long they can go before they quit from harassment. These are the worst arguments of all time. These are awful. Mom, when you post something on the internet, we've talked about this before. They do realize that you are not open to criticism, right?
That you're not?
You are.
Yeah, of course.
Because you decided to post something publicly on the internet.
Yeah.
People are going to like it or they're not. That is a fact. That is a fact. There's three things. They're either going to like it, they're not going to feel anything about it, or they're going to dislike it, right? So I don't understand. I still don't understand this. Like, yo, what? Like, bro, they quit for harassment. Why doesn't Hassan quit if he doesn't like it? If he doesn't like going back and forth with these people who disagree with him, and again, like I said earlier, he keeps acknowledging these people that hate on him, disagree with him, instead of ignoring them and banning them, he wants to keep addressing that joint. That's why it's draining, because you're doing it deliberately to yourself, or lose viewership because they suck. Bro, what is Hassan's talent? Tell me. And Mom, I'm sorry. Anyone can talk about politics. That doesn't mean you're correct with what you're saying. That doesn't mean you're spitting factuals. And it's definitely not him spitting facts. Trust me. I should really show off cam. I gotta show Mom some of his takes or whatever, right? So she can really understand. Because trust me, his takes are most of the time majority vote awful, terrible, the worst. Like, I'm not gonna lie. And for a guy who's supposed to be into politics, you would think he'd be more knowledgeable about politics, socialist topics, and things of such. It doesn't seem like he is at all. Not one. Zip. Nada. Tough. So losing viewership because they suck, I'm trying to figure out why he has viewership. I'm still trying to figure that out.
People like him.
But for what? What is he doing? He's talking about politics, but he's wrong most of the time. He doesn't make OC. It doesn't seem like he's that talented. He's just watching videos. Like, he's literally a reactor. We are too, but geez, at least I can go outside and make some OC once in a while. Shoot. Y'all gonna see in the next couple of months. Yo, we worked for our job, bro, whatever, right? We getting our check. We making OC all the time. I don't even want to do reacts, but it's the easiest job. And I'm not gonna lie, like I say all the time, morally, bro, I'm not some moral high ground standard, bro. I can understand life, bro. Like, yo, like, bro, I don't have the best morals ever, bro. But for him to be out here making these arguments and John, when he so clearly knows he's in the wrong, it's like, yo, come on, bro. Like, let's really lock in on that one. Like, yeah.
You'll see a lot of comments on Twitter trying to defend Hassan in this way, and to me it's just such a stupid argument because they don't take account that he's making millions of dollars to do so. Like,
that
this
is
is
well.
almost the equivalent of me telling a school teacher who's complaining about their salary, yeah, well, you go play shortstop for the New York Yankees, you go play power forward for the Lakers, let's see how you fucking like it.
Mom, you know what? You keep working your job. Forget you. How'd that make you feel? When this fool right here, who is talentless, literally like no talent. He don't do nothing. We just discussed that. He's telling you in his $1 million mansion, $3 million. Peasant.
Okay.
Come on. Yo, I'm never taking this guy serious.
I can't argue with him, so okay,
I'm
that's
sorry,
how you feel.
bro. I'm never taking Hassan serious, bro.
That's how you feel.
I'm
Okay.
a realist. I look at both sides, but his side is just so outweigingly bad in my subjective opinion. It's just hard to take him serious. Like, it's so bad. Oh my god.
Like, at the end of the day, doing streaming as a job, when it comes to the pay versus the amount of effort you have to put in, especially for like these top level streamers who have already made it and are getting like millions of dollars a month. And I would say it's a very fair assessment that they're all very privileged. I mean, I'm extremely privileged in my job. I'm not too out of touch where I can't recognize that. Like, you want to talk about mentally exhausting, you want to talk about socially draining. Like, I have friends who work out in the oil field. I'm talking about 12-hour shifts on their feet. I'm talking about missing birthdays, missing holidays, working with a bunch of felons. So if I were to sit here and say like, oh, my job is so hard because it's socially isolating. My job is so hard because I get tired of doing the same thing every day. Like, if I were to say those things, I would feel like a bitch. Because I know how hard some of my friends are working. I know people who are completely educated with years of work experience who cannot find a job right now. And so with this situation, Hassan is going to take his moment to kind of lean into the bait where someone says, what's harder than this? And obviously this just looks like a disgustingly terrible, grueling job to have, no matter how much money you're making to do it. And Hassan says sarcastically that Twitch streaming is harder. Okay, kind of just poking fun at all the quote.
I'm not gonna take that serious. This is obviously satire, sarcasm. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like, it's still corny. Don't get it twisted. This is still like, yo, bro, let's lock in. But whatever. I mean, hey, it's gonna get more views on the stream, right? Get more views on YouTube.
Yeah.
Make more millions, and still feel socially drained.
Oh wow.
With millions of dollars in his bank account.
To me, he's just talking.
No, that's all he does. Literally just yap.
So-
I'm sorry. I gotta stop saying these freaking Gen Z, Gen Alpha terms because they really piss me off. But Hassan is a serial like yapper, like a literal serial yapper. I can't even talk, y'all. I'm getting so tight. But he's quite literally.
Calm down. He just
I'm
talk.
sorry
He
because
just-
he really make me
don't
crash
bother me.
out. Like, bro, I don't understand. Like,
It
how
don't bother me,
how
so.
is someone this out of touch? I want to really talk to Elon Musk and see what he think about a normal person. I really want to know because if Hassan is this bad, I want to know what Elon think of a normal person. He really probably think we're like ants, peasants, bro. I'm not even gonna cap. Like, that joint, that's terrifying. That's the type joint that make you not want to have that much money because you might really just lose yourself.
Oh well, that's people's opinion, so don't bother me. Whatever.
True though. No, you definitely spitting. Again, it's subjective. At the end of the day, this is how he feel. It's, in my opinion, it's dumb how he feels, but this is how he feels. So cool.
Out there. Now, another popular streamer out there, Asmongold, stepped in to give his take on the situation.
Imagine giving a presentation for 9 hours straight. It's like, after a while, you would be like, I don't want to talk.
Or the department manager just occasionally is just like, hey, you suck, bald ass, you fell off, huh?
I ain't gonna lie. Nah.
We're gonna remember this in your performance review. You fat, stupid ass.
Oh my god, guys, can you...
I ain't gonna lie, before Jamar gets in that, I'm gonna be real. I be watching Asmongold sometimes, and like, yo, sometimes I could agree with him. This is something where I fully disagree with him, because this just leads back to the other argument. When you post something online, publicly, 3 things are going to happen. They're going to like it, they're going to feel neutral about it, or they're going to dislike it. If you have haters, that's going to happen. So what is Asmon's point? Yes, you're going to get haters. Ignore them. Like, bro.
Well, won't you ignore him? Because you're going crazy.
No, that's the whole point. We're reacting. The whole point is to react to it or whatever, right? But like, that's we're choosing to do that, and I'm acknowledging that I want to do this. He doesn't want to have that hate and feel drained from people. Okay, so then don't acknowledge when they're in your chat hating on you. Like, I don't understand.
Ignore them, like I do.
What are we talking about?
I ignore them and move on.
Exactly. Like, bro, why would I focus on the negativity? Mom, we used to say this all the time in the videos, and I'm still gonna keep saying it. Yo, spread positivity. Only focus on positive things because that's what's gonna impact the world in a good way. If you keep focusing on negative, John, what do you think is gonna result? Negative actions, feelings, the physical, like, bro, negativity. What are we talking about? Like,
believe that random people online type mean comments Like, this guy is years into the internet game, and he's gonna really try and act like negative comments or mean people online bother him. Like, I get that it is a big part of Twitch to interact with your chat, but I feel like if you're gonna be a
So
figure
what?
on the internet, pretty early on, you have to learn to not really give a fuck about
Yeah.
what anyone says, whether it's
Yeah.
good or bad. Like, people are gonna praise you when you're
Yo,
up
shout out to
and
Tan
try and take
Superman,
you up
bro.
when you're
Shout out
down,
Jabari, bro.
but you can't really give a fuck because that's
Hold on, let me
kind of
move out
just
the
the
way, so-
nature of the beast. It kind of just comes with the job.
He says that he gets exhausted socially because he's talking to people for 9 hours a day. You really think that's not true?
People aren't saying it's not true. I think people are just saying you don't really have the right to complain about it when the pros outweigh the cons so much. And the pros in this situation being that he's a fucking millionaire, sitting in his house all day, still making millions of dollars for a very minimum amount of effort.
I mean, you really
Mom,
think it's
genuine question. I have to ask this, bro. Like, I have to ask this. Like, if you were in Hassan's position, you were making millions of dollars, like a year, a month, whenever, right? Are you gonna really be that socially dreamed because people don't like what you have to say?
No.
Like, even if you're completely wrong most of the time, like him.
No, I got my money.
Exactly.
I'm living nice. Go ahead. Talk about me.
Oh, and by the way, I won't. No, this is a job. I'll keep it. Streaming and social media is a job. That's something people need to take serious. Ever since Mr. Beast really blew up and he partnered with NBA teams, nah, social media is something serious. I will say it's a job, right? I won't even be like work. No, this is a job. Are you really gonna start complaining about being socially drained when you can make millions off of doing this? Oh, and no, that's what I was gonna get to. Oh, and by the way, it's optional if you work that day or the next day or for the next week or the next month, and he'll be fine. He's a millionaire. Again, he's a millionaire.
That's his choice, like you said. Some people ain't got no choice but to go to work.
Exactly. So what is he talking about?
Nothing.
Exactly. Next.
not true that after you spend 9 hours being investigated by thousands of people with every facial movement, everything you say, every word, with people constantly trying to disagree with you and fight with you, that's not socially draining.
I mean, Osman, you can't even...
Wait! Remember I told you I was going to show you Asmongold's room? Mm-hmm. There you go. Yeah.
That's that guy that's just talking?
Yep. And again, I don't even dislike Asmongold like that. Most of the time, I agree with Asmongold. He's a millionaire as well, by the way.
I was about to ask, does he
He's
has
a millionaire.
money?
3 companies. He owns a PC company. Very profitable. Let's really lock in. Like, let's really lock in.
No, that's not his room.
No, it
Not a
is.
millionaire.
No, it is. Which I can sort of, in a weird way, appreciate because at least he kept his authenticity. But bro, bro?
You could have paid somebody to clean that at least once a week. That is disgusting.
Mom, do you see how many cups are here?
Yeah, where does he work? That chair's probably, ooh. Anyway. Probably socially drained. Or whatever.
It's ridiculous,
in
man.
your room, dude. You are a multi-millionaire who refuses to hire a maid, and you just choose to live
Like
in
you just
filth.
said.
You choose to have a pet cockroach. Like, I'm sorry, but
Yeah, y'all can go ahead and clip that one, or me. I could clip that. But I'm sorry. I don't like seeing bugs on me, especially, but I don't like seeing bugs on other
But
people or
he
bugs.
don't-
I don't like that.
Okay.
No, what? No, go ahead.
No, I'm just talking about this room and the bugs.
This room is an atrocity. This room is abhorrent.
This should be emotionally, socially draining.
This is the room, and I don't want
Can't
nobody
even-
to take this left. I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way. This is the room I expect of someone who is literally in clinical depression. Like depressed, doesn't want to live life. Bro, he's a millionaire, Mom. 3 companies. Bro, you don't even have to clean it yourself.
Exactly.
Like you said, like Jamar said, hire a maid, Asmon. I don't even hate Asmon. I really don't even hate Asmon. Most of the time I watch Asmon, I agree with him. But, bro, this is looking dumb, hypocritical, and stupid. Like, I'm sorry, bruv. Like, I'm sorry.
But anyone who chooses to live like this, especially who has the means not to, I can't really take anything they say seriously. Like my grandmother
Yeah, I can't
always
blame
told
Jamar
me
for that.
It cost nothing to be clean. Like, there is no excuse to be a dirty motherfucker.
Okay,
I just think
that's
when
kind of
somebody-
disagreeable. I mean, you got to go buy soap, which does cost money. Granted, you can get soap from for a dollar. Also, a rag for a
Yeah,
dollar.
but you can throw that stuff in the garbage too.
Oh yeah. Even
what
if
he's
you don't
talking
got
about.
trash bags, even if you don't, just put it in your dumpster or something.
Oh, he could
bro.
put it in whatever store he brought all that food from back.
Mom, he's a millionaire. He can get the freaking hefty bags that have scents that cost like $15 to get the box. If you really, and that's
Wow.
literally nothing. That costs nothing to him. Like literally, it would not affect his life at all doing that. Meanwhile, if I bought that, obviously it's gonna affect my life because I'm broke. But like, I don't know. It just looks bad on Asmon's side, especially trying to defend Hassan on a dumb point. Like it just looks even worse. Like, oh man.
These guys want to give like a real world point of view. They end up coming off brain dead because they are so out of touch with reality when it comes to the actual jobs people have to work, the actual stresses of life, especially right now with the current state of the economy, the housing market, compared to what people are getting in return at these jobs in form of payment. Like, most people are not going to want to hear this shit. They don't want to hear about your little, oh, woe is me story while you're raking in millions. And they can't afford their rent. They can't afford to buy groceries. They can't afford to go out and do anything fun. Like, I know so many people my age who are completely educated. They tried to do everything right, everything the way the system told them to do it, and now they just feel completely screwed. Like, they're still having to live with their parents and they're approaching 30 years old. They don't own a house. All they really have is debt to their name. Like,
And
they
that's
don't wanna
life.
hear your
Life is
privileged
difficult.
ass hot takes from
It really
your
is.
nasty ass room. But I genuinely want to know what you guys think about this whole situation down below. How do Hassan's comments make you feel?
You've
Do you
seen
think
ours.
there's some merit in what he's saying? Either way, I do want to thank you guys for watching.
Shout out
today.
You're
Jamari.
welcome.
Dropping a
Appreciate
like
him.
and
You already know.
subscribing, but
The GOAT.
as you guys know, it's been your boy, the Tan Superman, and some other out-of-touch influencers out here need to be covered, so I'm out. Peace.
Shout out. Yeah, y'all. So to sum up my thing, I think Hassan made a very privileged dumb take, and he's literally known for that. So at the same, that's why he said, like, why do I even care? I really don't, because again, his takes are always garbage. In my opinion. In my opinion.
See, we all have
It's-
our opinions.
Like, you know what I'm saying? His takes is always trash, so this really shouldn't affect me. But it affected me for real, because I thought about you. I'm like, yo, my mom go to work every freaking day. You know how I would feel if he looked my mom in the face and said that, John? I'm like,
Oh,
yo, are you
whatever.
retarded, bro? Like, are you really stupid?
He
Like,
can say whatever you want.
like, so
And he could keep saying whatever he want because he making millions anyway.
Yeah.
So he could
No,
talk bad
say-
about me, bad about you, bad about bad, good,
Mom.
good. But he's still getting his money, so it really doesn't matter.
you know how they say not all publicity is good publicity, like there's bad publicity? He's one of those bulls that no matter if he does something good, nothing, or neutral, he will always make money because he's known for making bad takes. So if he makes a good take, or generally for people, generally online or whatever, for a majority of people, is a good take, okay, fire, Hassan's learning. Fire. He makes a nothing burger take and says nothing. Oh, cool. You know what I'm saying? He's not even he's letting the video play, stealing content. He's whatever, I guess. He can get away with this. And then when he makes a bad take, it's even better because guess what? Now people are gonna keep calling him dumb, stupid, disagree. He's getting even more viewers. He's continuously profits. That's what gets me tight about this, John. It's like, bro, you should not dare talk about being socially draining when no matter what you do, you will be making money consistently, probably for the rest of your life now. Like,
He probably just said that to get more views, to get more
no, that's what I think too.
engagement and everything because he already know that ain't true.
Especially with that the
He
other
just
the,
saying dumb stuff.
remember the tweet that we saw where he was like, "Oh, what's harder than this Twitch stream?" And he being sarcastic and satire
Yeah.
about it. Of course. I think it's I
You
think
know
he
his
just said
Twitch
it.
people out there working.
Yeah, like, yo, come
They
on,
got
man.
a 9 to 5. So
I don't know. Yeah, it's a real nothing burger
Well-
to be honest. But yeah, man. I don't know. Y'all watch who y'all want to watch. Y'all have y'all opinions because you're allowed to as a human. And like we say all the time, if you want to give your own opinions and conjecture, you're allowed to do that. I support you
Yeah.
doing that. I ain't gonna lie, because I want to see other people's viewpoints for real, for real.
I guess
I
I'm
may not
supposed to
agree
be
with it.
drained. We supposed to be drained or socially out of whack because all the negative comments we get. I guess we should be like,
The only time I care about a negative comment
I
is
don't
when they
care.
say something totally like it's just dumb. Like when some of y'all be like, yo, bro, don't pause the video. And I say in the beginning and end of every video, if you want to watch it yourself, it's down in the description below. That's when I'm like, all right, bro, like, come on. Like, you're literally just not even paying attention. But if you genuinely don't like me and think I have a bad take, I mean, I'll respond to you if I want to get back an argument or if I want to return it. But most of the time, I'll be like, oh, Fair criticism. I'll try to fix it if I can.
And sometimes I laugh it off, but you see what they
Exactly.
said?
That's what I'm saying. Or if
We
it's
just
just
laugh.
genuine hate or something, it's just straight up like, oh, you're dumb, you're stupid, you ugly, or something like that. Okay, I mean, you're probably right, but I don't care. like, where, like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, more of the story is y'all live your own life. Keep doing your things. People gonna disagree with you. People gonna agree with you. That's just life. You know what I'm saying? But we want to get y'all out of here. So what's up with it? That was the most delusional streamer by the Tan Superman, Jamari. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie.
I was doing this.
Like, I ain't gonna lie. But we at the end of this video, like I just literally said, if you wanted to watch the original one by Jamari yourself to give your own opinions and conjecture,
Well, they could
it
go
will be
watch
down in the
what's his
description
name? Hassan. Go watch Hassan thing.
Bombakat!
Anyway, Mom, we at the end, so tell them what they got to do on this video.
Well, they gotta definitely like saying.
Like Hassan,
No,
I'm a person
no,
abstain.
Superman, Tan
Oh,
Superman.
Jamari,
I said
go
saying.
subscribe to Jamari, the Tan Superman.
Yes.
Like his vid,
Yeah,
please.
he got good videos.
He make great videos on. He really does.
He told the truth. He was like, he good off. He well off too, but
Yeah, he got a mill and all that. I know
Yeah, he
he
said
making a good amount of money. And, But
Yeah.
at least he can acknowledge that. Hassan is literally not acknowledging that and is a
Yeah.
socialist. That's the problem.
Well, go like Superman, Tan Superman.
You feel me?
Like our video. Hit
Yeah.
the thumbs up.
Love you, me.
Okay. Comment. I wouldn't even comment. Waste my time on a delusional guy. Don't even wait. Listen. Comment. Go ASS family. Y'all got this.
Yeah, I'm dead. I don't know. I say, comment.
Comment whatever they
opinions
wanna
is
comment.
opinions.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Comment, yo, opinion,
Yeah.
because your own opinions, your opinion, his opinion is his, Jamari's is his, mine is
Yeah.
mine, mom's is mom's, everybody's. So you know how I go.
Yeah, and no, wait a minute, hold on. They ain't hit that subscribe button because we on the road to 2K. We about there. And then while you are there subscribing, make sure you turn on this.
Post notification bell so every time it says family post new video, that will be fresh, hot, spicy, fiery, and
Always in your feed, not draining.
Who you?
Mom.
I'm the bull trill that I'm gonna go watch YouTube in my desk, and that's gonna go socially drain me.
A clean desk.
Yeah,
Clean spot, clean
Yep.
area.
no cap. But yeah, I'm gonna go get socially drained by that, and we're gonna catch y'all later. Peace.